Hi, Glenn. My name's Lloyd Spencer, and with me is John Long from Vassar College. And the reason I'm sending you this video card, I guess, is that my wife Amy and I, we were up in Skagit Valley. We were going up to see the swans, I think it was, and the snow geese. And we were driving down, and we stopped over at the Padilla Bay Reserve. We stopped over, and we thought it was just a phenomenal facility. And so John Long, he and I were talking about some of the great possibilities of, because you have such a great facility for classes and labs where you can bring in people from a local area, well, why not expand that a little bit? And so John and I were getting some thoughts, and John, you had some ideas on, say, some speakers on a subject matter related to estuaries, right?
Yeah, hi, Glenn. One of the things that I've done a little bit is to have groups of people read a scientific paper, and then you actually bring the writer of that scientific paper, one of the authors, on board with a video conference. And it's a great way for people to connect to a paper that they've read and feel is important. So you have that group actually choose those papers, and then you bring the researcher from anywhere, right? Anywhere in the world, you can bring them into your group. So it's a great way to get people who are motivated to learn about a subject, estuaries in your case, conservation, ocean plastics, whatever the topic is, bring them together for a series of topics, and you just prearrange with the speakers, and then you make sure that you have questions ahead of time, and then you would be potentially the moderator of a conversation between your group on one side and the author on the other. And it's a lot of fun when I've done it.
Yeah, in fact, you can probably put 3 or 4 people on this as well. You can have a moderator and a couple speakers, and then the nice part is you don't have to fly them in from all over the place necessarily. And you have your auditorium area where you might have 20 or 30 students who are sitting there. And the other thing I was thinking was you have labs there. You could even interconnect labs. You can have some folks doing labs in one estuarine area, another that are comparing research, for example. So a lot of.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely, it's a great collaborative tool. And one of the reasons that it's better, for example, than Skype is the multi-point aspect of it. So that coordinating between people at multiple sites is really nice. There's an automatic shifting that happens to whomever is talking on the video. So it's high quality, and that works well. Another thing you can do, too, on the educational point of view is after you try the one speaker and you guys get comfortable with that, because of the multi-point capability of the system, you can actually have 2 speakers, be talking about 2 papers, and be going back and forth in contrast between those 2 papers. And depending on your courage, you can even have people who might have differing points of views about certain topics for you.
And I was just thinking that because we have this runs on an iPad and even iPhones, you can have people write down at the estuary, right at the water, and join in the conversation right from there.
Oh, that's actually a really fun idea, Lloyd, that you could have people out in the field who are talking with folks who are at the facility, or you could have somebody in the field at a different center, right? So, Glenn, if you have connections, as I'm sure you do with other estuarine centers, that provides an opportunity to have you guys actually out in the field talking to each other about what you're seeing.
Yeah, exactly. So the best part of this is for the Padilla Bay Reserve, CoroWare is going to make it free. We really want to see that it gets used for great educational purposes. John Long and I, we'll do what we can even to help you find some interesting speakers that are relevant to your area. So with that, send me an email. You can send it over to Lloyd Spencer, myself, over at CEO at CoroWare.com, and my mobile is 206-910-5649. And John, what's your email address?
My email, Glenn, is JOLONG at Vassar, that's V as in Victor, ASSAR, _edu.
Great. And so, Glenn, give us a call, send us an email, and we'd love to see if we can put something together with you, and where you can really offer your facility in a way where you can tie in people from really all around the world. All right. Well, thank you, Glenn. Look forward to hearing from you.